have a question. Why is learning English so hard like this? Like, seriously, you've been studying for years, but when it's time to actually speak, boom, brain freeze. You know the words, but they disappear. You understand English, but somehow, when you try to use it, everything feels wrong. I know that that sounds familiar to you. You're not alone. In fact, most people learning English struggle with the exact same thing. But here's the deal. It's not because you're bad at languages. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's because you've been learning the wrong way. Today, we're going to break it all down to you. No boring grammar rules, no textbook nonsense, just the real reasons why people struggle with English, and more importantly, how you can fix it. So go grab a coffee, relax, and let's talk about why learning English feels so impossible like this, and how to finally make it click. Hey everyone, welcome back to English Space with you, Trainer Ibrahim. And today, we're getting into something big. Why do so many people struggle with English? Let's go. I know the words, but I can't speak. English is everywhere. You hear it in movies, music, social media, even when you're working. You understand a lot of English. You watch YouTube videos, you know the words, but the moment you try to speak, it's like your brain just shuts down. Nothing comes out. Or if it does, you feel like you sound weird. Why does that happen? Well, it's simple. Listening and speaking are two completely different skills. Think about it. When you were a baby, did you start speaking right away? Of course, no. You listened for months, even years, before you even tried saying mama or baba. But adults, we expect to hear something once and immediately be able to use it. That's just not how our brains work. I study grammar, but I still make mistakes. Oh, grammar. The thing that makes so many people hate learning English. And listen, I get it. English grammar is weird. You say I go to school, but you don't say I go to home. Why? No idea. English makes no sense. This is how it goes. But here's the thing. Grammar alone won't make you fluent. Have you ever met someone who knows all the grammar rules but still can't hold a conversation? That's because fluency isn't about being perfect at grammar. It's about using what you've learned. It's about speaking. It's about production. You know who doesn't stress about grammar? Of course, native speakers. Have you ever heard an American say, I ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time for that. Of course, that's technically wrong. But does anyone care? No, because communication is about being understood, not about being perfect. I'm not saying that grammar is not important. Of course it's important, and you can't run a conversation without learning some basic grammar rules, especially if you're not living in a non-native English-speaking country. Of course you need to learn grammar, but not the grammar books. Just use grammar in your speech. Learn grammar effectively. Learn it like a skill. The fear of sounding stupid. Actually, this one is a killer. I see it all the time. People refuse to speak because they are afraid of making mistakes. But guess what? Mistakes are how you learn. Adults always feel this because of something called the affective filter. It stops them from making mistakes. They don't want to sound stupid. Imagine if babies were afraid of falling when they tried to walk. They would never learn how to walk. But when it comes to language, adults think, oh no, if I say something wrong, people will laugh at me. And sure, maybe some people will. But you know what? Who cares? Are they paying your bills? Are they living your life? No. So why let them stop you from learning? I always say that mistakes are a main part of your learning journey. Why some people learn fast and others don't? You ever notice how some people pick up English like that, while others struggle for years? It's not about talent, it's about how they learn. Look at immigrants who move to an English speaking country. Within a year, they're speaking fluently. I'm not saying perfectly, but fluently. Why? Because they have to. They're surrounded by English every day. But if you only study from a textbook, your brain never gets that. Real life experience matters. And that's why immersion is so important. You don't have to move to America to immerse yourself. You can change your phone language to English. Start thinking in English. Even talk to yourself. It sounds crazy, I know, but trust me, it works. I'll start when I'm ready. Biggest lie ever. Don't do this. This is a big one. So many people tell themselves I'll start speaking English when I'm ready. Guess what? You'll never feel ready. There's this thing called the illusion of competence. Basically, when you study, your brain thinks you know something. But when you try to use it, poof, it's gone. That's because knowledge isn't enough. You have to practice it. Think about swimming. You can watch 1,000 videos on how to swim, but the second you jump into a pool, you're like, help me, I'm drowning. Learning English is the same. You don't learn by studying, you learn by doing. Okay, so what is the secret to learning English fast? So, what actually works? How do you get better fast? Here is the secret. I'm saying them in notes. Let's start with the first one. The first thing I want to tell you about is to forget about perfection. Just speak even if it's wrong. If you don't have someone to speak with AI. Now we have a lot of AI chatbots you can speak with and practice with. And even they can correct you and you correct your grammatical mistakes. So it's okay and you will not feel shy. It's an AI chatbot. It's okay. Second thing, think in phrases, not only words. Learn chunks like how's it going instead of translating word by word. That takes forever and that doesn't help you at all. You can also study the common phrases. You can also use chatbots to help you get the most common phrases to study them. Third thing, talk to yourself as much as you can. I know that sounds weird, but it works. Narrate your day in English. If you do this, you'll practice every single day. You have a lot to say about your day. You have new events every single day. You're dealing with new experiences every day. So it would be amazing if you share that in English. If you're afraid to talk to yourself, try to be alone in a comfortable place and just talk to yourself. The fourth one, make English fun. You can watch movies in English, listen to podcasts in English, follow funny accounts in English, do anything. Do the things that make you happy. Follow people who share the same interests. And the last but not the least, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know it's weird, but if you're comfortable with being uncomfortable, that means you're working really hard on yourself and you are not in the comfort zone. The more you push yourself, the faster you improve. So only worry when you're comfortable. If you're comfortable, this is really uncomfortable. Go ahead and be uncomfortable to be comfortable after that. Finally, I want to say something to you. You're not bad. You're not bad at languages. Your brain isn't broken. You just need to do something different. You just need to change how you're learning. The biggest difference between fluent speakers and those who struggle is that one group practices every day, the other waits until they feel ready, and that would never happen. So please don't wait. Start today. Do something small. Say something in English. Anything. Leave a comment. Send a voice note in English. Talk to yourself. Talk to your pet in English. Just do something in English. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the follow button and share it with a friend so it benefits someone else, and let me know what is the biggest challenge you face in your learning journey. That's it for today, guys. Keep practicing, keep pushing yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.